It's Sarah Bareilles on Mix 94.1, 908. DeLuca and Kathy in the morning. Kathy smushed in the corner.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to get some unintentional wood in my face this morning. It's not the kind I'm looking for. Because how will I explain that to Joe? Hey, honey. I was hanging out with Hey Monae.
Lots of people in the studio. And, of course, the one and only Mr. Dan Canton. I believe we've got live entrance music for Dan.
Do we?
Can we do this?
Do it, boys.
Dan Kane, of course. Entertainment editor for the Canton Repository.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
this is
Dan.
crazy. It's like you have the Tonight Show band in here.
In a 10,
we need a band.
10 by 10 room, right?
Warm in here.
It's a very sweaty
hot in here.
Tonight Show. Dan is in here because Dan is in here every Thursday to let us know what's going on and what's happening. And a couple of weeks ago, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, you told us about this band named Hey Monae. Mm-hmm. And you said that Hey Monae came out with their first major label release, right?
That's right.
On Hard Rock Records.
Great album.
And you loved it. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys was nice enough to come down and furnish copies to us.
I know, we all got one.
I know of Hey Monae back before they were going to London and opening for Springsteen, I think it was, right?
It was.
But they've come a long way. They got a label deal out of it. And what were your remarks about the new album?
I think I said it sounded like music that belongs on the radio.
I think you said that, and I think you said it was the best pop release that you've heard come out of this city in a very long time.
No pressure.
Probably the strongest local album I've ever heard, actually.
And guess what, Dan? In honor of you and your suggestion, we have Hey Monae live in studio this morning. Good morning, fellas.
Hey, Monae. Hey.
You guys explain the whole thing with the Hard Rock Challenge.
We stumbled across this contest last year they were billing itself as the biggest battle of the bands in the world. So we signed ourselves up. We competed in Cleveland. There was 3 or 4 rounds overall of the competition. There was 12,000 bands that entered.
12,000 bands.
12,000 bands, yeah.
And you guys made it to, was it a regional contest kind of thing at first?
Yeah, it started we competed in Cleveland initially. And then after we won Cleveland, it went to global competition. So at a certain point, the winner from every Hard Rock that competed around the country went into a pool.
Okay.
And it went to fan votes, and then after the fan votes, they narrowed it to a top 10, and then there was a panel of music industry judges that picked from there, and they picked us.
And that's what I talked to you, was when you guys just made it into the top 10, and there was a real big push, hey, come out, support us.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go? Where did the top 10 go? Was it like a bracket thing where people voted down? Or?
No, once it all got to the top 10, it was, it was a panel of judges that included Steven Van Zandt from Springsteen's band.
Gotcha.
The lead singer of Portugal the Man.
Yeah.
The record label execs from Hard Rock Records. And I think there might have been 1 or 2 others that were music industry professionals.
So it was like an American Idol kind of thing.
Kind of,
You had these judges.
But at that point, we didn't perform for them. They got on our social media, checked our Facebook. They saw our YouTube presence and how we interacted with our fans. They listened to all the recorded music that we had. They kind of collectively viewed everything and decided that we were the band for them.
And you were the band, and you went to London.
Yep.
And you opened for Springsteen.
Yes.
Which had to have been an absolutely amazing experience.
Yeah.
Any good backstage stories that we can talk about? Those guys are kind of older, though, so they're probably not.
Yeah, there wasn't. Well, we didn't hardly meet Springsteen or his band. They kind of got dropped off in the black limo right before the set. But Nate peed next to Tom Morello.
Yeah. Really?
Nice.
Wow.
Touching
Okay.
elbows.
Touching elbows. Did you get that face?
Wow.
Got a solid stream.
Nice. That is good. That's important then.
It's very
It is.
healthy.
And you guys, how long were you in the UK?
About 5 days.
5 days, and then you flew back, and out of that contest, you got a record deal, right?
Yes.
And it's Hard Rock Records. I didn't get that incorrect.
Yes.
And how long had you guys worked on this new album?
We worked on it. We started in December, and it was completely finished, and we had the masters by May.
Wow, okay. And when it's for sale now, right?
Yes.
Where can people pick it up?
So we're on iTunes, Amazon Music, Xbox Music. It's on Spotify. Pretty much if it's available anywhere online, you can get it.
And it was just released a couple of weeks ago, right, Dan? Wasn't it just a few weeks ago officially released?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks
Dan has
confused.
spoken.
They would know also.
Dan's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it went up on iTunes 2 Tuesdays ago.
2 Tuesdays. How are sales? Good?
Really good.
I'll tell you what, we added the song Adeline to rotation about a week ago, and it really is a great song. Dan wasn't lying. I mean, this is some good music. And I believe that's what you guys are going to do right now for us, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, live in the Mix Studios, Hey Monae.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Waking up in this cold cell, wanna stay in bed, I might as well. Nothing here but you to numb the pain. I won't make that same mistake again. It's such a dumb mistake. Adeline, you broke my heart 1,000 times, but I can't get enough of your sweet wine. The fruit is rusting on the vine. I spent a night or 3 battling an enemy unseen, but I have no more precious time to waste, and I can't fall asleep without a taste. No, I can't fall asleep. Adeline, you broke my heart 1,000 times, but I can't get enough of your sweet wine. The fruit is rusting on the vine. Yeah, and this is not the real me, but a costume that's not hard to see behind. But I don't mind, our love is blind. And Adeline, you broke my heart 1,000 times, but I can't get enough of your sweet wine. The fruit is rusting on the vine. The fruit is rusting on the vine. The fruit is rusting on the vine.
Nice.
Nice.
You know, that's how I gauge an artist, because obviously I've heard the single because we're playing it. You guys hit that dead on live here at 9:16 in the morning. So
They're professionals.
the in-studio audience, very excited about it.
Yeah.
Now, the main reason, other than you guys are super talented and you're the next big thing to come out of Canton, Ohio, that we invited you in here is we've been teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing a major concert announcement. And Kathy, you know what? Has it been 2 weeks we've been running the little teasers?
It is. It gets tiring being such a tease. You know?
It's hard to be such a tease.
I know. It's difficult.
Almost as hard to sit there with wood in your face.
I know. I keep looking at it and try to avert my eyes, but I can't help it. Over and over again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Here's the announcement.
Turn my guitar on.
Mix 94.1 is bringing live music back to Canton.
Tuesday, December 17th at the Canton Palace Theater. It's the Goo Goo Dolls. The Goo Goo Dolls have sold more than 10 million albums worldwide.
They've been nominated for multiple Grammys, and they'll be playing all their hits.
Slide,
Iris,
Broadway,
Name. It's the Goo Goo Dolls.
opening for the Goo Goo Dolls will be Hey Monae.
Adeline, you broke my heart 1,000 times.
Tickets can be purchased at www.cantonpalacetheater.org starting Friday at 10 a.m.
Details are on mix941.com.
There you go.
What a coincidence.
Why would Hey Monae come in
I don't
this
know
morning?
why.
There
Exciting.
you go. The Goo Goo Dolls performing with Hey Monae. And I understand this isn't the first time you have opened for the Goo Goo Dolls, right?
No, we actually played with them in Cancun almost a year.
Oh, that's
exactly
so
a year ago.
rough. That's rough.
Cancun. That must have been a hard show for you.
Yeah, it was really tough. Funny story about that actually is we had this red carpet event that we had to do with them.
Right.
And they had these exotic cars come to drop us off at the red carpet.
Right.
And we said, hey, can we take these for a ride? So they picked us up the next day, took us to this crazy Mexican racetrack, and let us race these exotic cars around because they thought we were the Goo Goo Dolls.
That's awesome.
And I did not correct them.
So you guys are opening the show. Tickets go on sale tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. The show is at the Canton Palace Theater, which is just one of my favorite places around here to see a show, to be honest with you. And give the audience out there some idea of, because obviously you've opened for the Goo Goo Dolls, which means after you opened for them, you stayed and watched the show. How are they to see?
Excellent.
Excellent band.
You forget how many hits they had. You listen to like an hour and a half set, and you know almost every song in the set.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me because we've been playing more Goo Goo Dolls songs lately, and I'm going, on my way in this morning, I'm thinking about this, going, their repertoire
is huge.
It spans 25 years,
Yeah.
and hit after hit after hit after hit. And do they go through when they play their sets? They go through all the big songs.
They play everything.
So there you go.
I was 12 the first time I started listening.
Wow.
Right.
I won't say how old I am now, but suffice to say, it's a few albums and a few years later, they're still rocking.
Well, we are definitely excited to have you guys open for the Goo Goo Dolls. We're definitely excited to have the Goo Goo Dolls in town, Canton Palace Theater, December. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. You want more details, go to the website, mix941.com. And Dan, you're excited about that too, aren't you?
I'm real excited.
You
Goo Goo Dolls
so
fan,
excited.
like from way back.
Well, we kind of
Love
gave
their
you a
songs.
tip off a couple of weeks ago, and you're like, oh, the Goo Goo Dolls.
And then when I heard these guys were opening, I mean, it's perfect.
Right. So, listen, I'm going to ask you, we're going to do a commercial break because we have to go check in with Mr. John Stewart. Actually, maybe we... oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. Maybe. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Live radio. It's fun times, isn't it, Kathy?
Oh yeah, I'm having fun watching you like freak out and push buttons.
That's
I'm just
great.
sitting here having fun.
We'll go into the Goo Goo Dolls. We're going to clear you guys out of the studio so it's not 350 degrees in here for an hour. Ask you guys to go back in the conference room, and then if you'd be gracious enough, come in and play us off the air, play another song before we leave at 10, okay?
Sure. Sounds great.
All right, so hey, Monae, thank you guys so much. We'll be back right after some Goo Goo Dolls. Slide right now on Mix.
Okay, what do you say? Let's give it a try.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Back to DeLuca and Kathy
Well, that's pretty good.
on Mix 94.1.
Not just DeLuca and Kathy, though. DeLuca, Kathy, Fantone, Dan Kane, the one and only Dan Kane. And this little band out of Canton, Ohio, making a big splash called Hey Monae.
Yeah.
How you guys like the conference room? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little cooler than in here.
Yeah, it's far more comfortable.
You guys are such a hot band.
Yeah, I guess we put off more than the usual amount of body heat.
Yeah.
The temperature decreased by 15 degrees when you walked out.
I think we would win like best in show dog competition.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we asked you guys to play us one final song before we left today, and you agreed graciously. The new album, Cheap Souvenirs, available now everywhere, as well as iTunes and Amazon, right? Mm-hmm. And what's the name of this song?
This one's called When We Kiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, live in studio, Hey Monae.
And actually, if you want to pick up a physical copy of the record in downtown Canton, they're at Frankenstein Records, too.
Okay.
Oh, 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 oh. Hold me, Lord, I'm falling much too fast. I hear the train coming, I hope it rumbles past. I know they seen us running from Cleveland town to Calabasas. And the sunset keeps on setting, like sunsets often do. Spin the light and keep pretending, getting over you. So this is heartbreak, so this is war. I know we fighting, but not what for. It's probably something stupid, it always is. You can lie, but you can't hide it when we kiss. Oh, 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 oh. What about the children? What are they gonna say? We're worried about tomorrow. They only know today. And you know they've seen us fighting. They're not stupid, they're just young. So young. And the sunset keeps on setting, like sunsets often do. Spin the light and keep pretending I'm getting over you. So this is heartbreak, so this is war. I know we fighting, but not what for. It's probably something stupid, it always is. You can lie, but you can't hide it when we kiss. Oh, but please stop me again if you've heard this one before. But I love you, love you. I read this book a million times and still find it tragic in the end. It ends in heartbreak, it ends in war. I know we fighting, but not what for. It's probably something stupid, it always is. You can lie, but you can't hide it when we kiss. When we kiss. Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Monae, you guys are awesome, man. And Dan, you called it too. These guys,
I called it.
these guys
They
are going to be
great.
big. You're going
It's
to
had
be
our back for a long
big,
time.
dude.
Yeah.
You could actually chronicle our career through his articles.
I knew them when they were known as Hooked on Tonics.
Yep. I remember.
All right. Okay, Dan. We understand you're starstruck. I mean, really. Come on now. No, but seriously, you guys are awesome. The best of success to you. Before the concert, we'd come back in, man. Hell, you guys can come back in every Friday and just play for us.
Cool. I'm down.
We don't care.
If I'm here, I'll stop in.
Right. Seriously, Hey Monae, new album, Cheap Souvenirs available now. You want to do us a favor? Sign off the show?
Sure.
All right. Tell everybody Kaylee Chris is coming up next.
Daily Chris is coming up next.
DeLuca, Kathy, back tomorrow morning.
DeLuca and Kathy back tomorrow morning.
5:30-ish.
5:30-ish.
We're not supposed to start till 6.
We
but
do what we want.
We
It's pretty rock and roll.
just show up and start early. And tell everybody to have a great day.
Everybody have a beautiful day.
And go see Jon Stewart out in Hartville.
Go see Jon Stewart out in Hartville.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.